This Friday on Plug.
Is your relationship fortified? Because ladies, please
How do you even
cry. I want to say something.
if it's not working for her, she can.
If a person is able to take you from another relationship, it means you are takeable.
Of getting to know. So when somebody gate crashes, they're disturbing that journey. That is disturbing.
How is it
the
disturbed?
space.
It has nothing to do with the two of you two. At what point do you stop interfering in other people's relationship?
Like it still has the potential of not working.
Of not working.
So for
But
me,
trying won't hurt. Maybe they are mislocated. Located that you don't know what you are doing. Are you dating or is it a mini marriage? What is this thing that is so? Yeah. If we die, we die. Let's gate crash. Good evening, good day, good afternoon. Hello, friends and family. Welcome to Plug. Welcome to the plug that keeps you plugged in. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for setting this time aside to watch our content and also for engaging us. We really love and appreciate you doing that for us. So, friends, without any further waste of time, if you are in the space for the first time and you don't know who this guy is, na gi opa wa gara malegana ke monna re no msubuda o gata fase wa shat wa tagas ke dan ka bazwele ka mona tuturusa ke goble be thaba tur moru mutu komadi tsane buda komu tsare mutu. And I'm right here, friends. I'm chilling with a friend of mine. Hi, Mike.
hi friends and family, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Opes.
Yeah, sure.
If you are here for the first time and you don't know who this guy is, I am Mac. I'm the head and not the tail. I'm above and not beneath. I'm the child of the Most High God. I'm blessed and highly favored, a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a nation belonging to God, to declare the praises of Him who has called me out of darkness into His wonderful light. And thank you for joining us today, be it on your cell phones, on your tablets, on your TV screens, wherever you find yourself in the world. Thank you. Please make sure to subscribe.
Yes, sure.
Turn on your post notifications so that every time we post, you are notified,
yes.
of new content.
Yeah,
And
sure.
Thank you so much for joining us. We had a great time. Thank you for joining our live last week.
It was
conversation.
lit,
Yeah.
Yo.
It was awesome having a Q&A session as well.
Yeah, sure.
Please make sure that you check it out. It's our last post. But thank you for showing us the support. We are growing.
Yeah,
we
sure.
are enjoying each and every moment of it. And oops.
Yeah, and thank you for the engagement, Mike, was lit. So please do let us know if you want us to do more of that frequently and not wait for a special event. Please do let us know. But also we want to thank those who have bought our merchandise. Man, the support is just overwhelming.
No,
So
once you put it on Oops, even now I couldn't wear mine because it's washed, and load shedding is happening. You can't even.
So that's why you are seeing us on a different gear. But thank you for supporting us. Thank you for buying our merchandise. If you still want to put in the booking, the placing the orders, please do that. We appreciate that. It helps us to keep on doing what we are doing.
Yes.
You can support us by either, if you want to partner with us, do that by either buying our merchandise or sponsor an episode. We will really appreciate that.
Sure.
Mac, let's go into it. We took break, nah? We have introduced this topic, but because there was the alleged scandal, Bishop Makam, we had to put it on hold, and we also responded briefly on polyandry. So we are back. We are back, friends, and we want to move on to that. After introducing that topic, it's if you want to check it out, it's Stinaki Boso. Just check it out for kind of a background, because we're not really gonna go there. But immediately after that post, after that conversation, I've made a post on Facebook, and I asked people if your potential a significant other is dating someone else or is with someone else, what do? Do you gate crash?
Your potential significant other.
Yeah, it's potential. Again, they're not married. That's a potential. If they look like it's a potential and they're with someone else, maybe they're mislocated or something. What do you do? Do you gate crash? Or and I mean, these are serious questions. Though we present them with humor, but it happens. These are the realities, and I think a lot of people, their response was, if they're not married, I go in. Yeah, if they're not married, they're just still dating. We go in.
Sure.
Another one says, you just act dumb and they crash. You just act like you don't see
like
that.
You don't know anything.
Like you don't know anything and just and just get crashed. What do you think, Meg? Even in fact, it even gives it. It brought me to this question. I thought I want to ask you, Meg. Is your relationship fortified? Because I think there's a gate crash. Is your relationship fortified, Meg? I'm asking you a question here.
How do you even fortify a relationship?
I don't know. Ladies, please
How do you even
cry. I want to say something.
Hey, fire.
No, I'm just kidding, friends. That's how we roll here at U-Plug. We bring in some humor and we think through this kind of things.
If it's not working for her, if it's not working for her, it can be gate crashed.
It's for who?
For her.
For your significant.
Yes.
They can gate crashed.
If she feels like it's not working for her, it's easy for someone else, a guy, to gate crash. Yeah.
But for you, no gate crashing.
Oh. Now I'm confident.
Then we are speaking about this allowing ladies to shoot their shot. Get crashed, and I want to see something. No, I'm just kidding.
Uzobamba.
So guys, Meg has spoken. But yeah, that's that. So guys, we want to engage in that. A lot of people kind of place boundaries and say, if this person is married, we are not going there. But there was just one or two who said, even if they're married, we gate crash.
Hey.
But that's not what we are promoting on this platform, especially when it comes to marriage. The reason we are doing what we are doing here is to make sure that marriages work, that there's no gate crashing in marriages. That's why we speak a lot on dating and stuff, because that's not what we are encouraging in this platform, because marriage holds a very special value. So that one. So want to speak about this one here, gate crashing on dating. Meg, what's your take on that?
Oh, my take really is that. It's tricky, because as much as you feel like that person is your significant other, the reality is that you can gate crash and it still won't work. It won't work. It still has the potential of not working. So for me,
but trying won't hurt. I mean,
trying
it may, but
at the expense of someone else. At the expense of someone else.
Who someone else?
The person who's in the relationship. If you're going to kick them out,
so
what? Okay. My take for me, it's do unto others.
Yeah.
So if I don't want somebody to gate crash my relationship, I won't go.
You won't go, and so you're saying people shouldn't gate crash?
No, I'm just saying it's my personal stance.
Yeah. No, your personal stance is that people should not gate crash.
It's not advisable.
Yeah. I mean, it's tricky.
Yeah.
But I mean, last on our live sessions, what I am hoping that we will get to, and I'm gonna respond to Mike. What I am hoping that we get to, even though dating could potentially lead to marriage and to a serious relationship, my proposal to a dating space is that we should desensitize it of all. All the baggages that is placed in there, and I'm saying this because a lot of people, a lot of young people, particularly Christians, when we date, we put heavy weight on dating, that when it does not work, and I've said it previously, that it's almost like a mini divorce. It becomes a very heavy thing that. So now my proposal is, when we treat dating, even though we know that it could potentially lead to this commitment of permanence, which is
Marriage.
which is marriage. Now my proposal, or when we move into that space, even though, like I said, it could potentially lead to marriage. It's, for me, dating, it's a space for people to get to know each other and see if this thing will work.
Yeah.
So my advice is that let's not put so much weight on that. That is not workable.
You're going
Yeah.
around and
No,
around.
I am going.
Hit it on.
No, I am going around. I'm giving context. I'm giving context.
Sure.
So for me, it's, though dating is good, we should hold it very lightly. And I am seeing a situation where if a person is able to take you from another relationship, it means you are takeable again.
Yeah.
So now I think based on the context that I'm giving of how the relationship should be held very light. Now I'm just thinking, Uri, yeah. Once. If we die. Let's gate crash.
No, I think it is on that same logic that you're taking of putting the baggage of marriage on a relationship. If you're going to treat it lightly, you being in the relationship, have that maturity to once you see that this person is not for you, leave the relationship.
Yeah, sure. I like
so
that.
that you can
I
be
like that.
takeable, not be taken from a relationship as if you don't have the decency to say no.
You're not being taken from any relationship.
No, you know what I'm trying to say. Like,
Don't try. Say what you're saying.
To avoid your relationship being gay crash, because you're saying dating is
I
a
like
journey
the
again.
principle of doing unto others.
Yeah. I get dating is a journey.
It's a journey, yeah.
And of getting to know. So when somebody gate crashes, they're disturbing that journey. That is disturbing.
How is it
the
disturbed?
space.
It has nothing to do with the two of you. Again. It has to do with them and you, not with the two of you. Yeah. Guys, I know we're saying a lot of stuff, but for me, I'm just hoping. I'm just hoping that we will come to a point where, when we are in a relationship that is not working, we are free to leave it. I'm not. Of course, I'm not advertising people to. I'm not encouraging people to be in multiple relationships. For me personally, I don't think that's ethically right.
I think we explained it better in our lives.
Yeah,
so
sure.
People can just go there to see. We expounded on how do you know it does not work?
How do you know? Yes,
at
sure.
what point
Sure.
at what point do you leave? Not just going in and leaving because your needs are not satisfied.
Yeah, sure.
But we spoke around that a lot.
Yeah. So that for me, that's my take. I'm thinking. Yeah, I don't know whether I should say people should gate crash or they shouldn't. But I'm just saying, those who are in a date, gate crashing does not sound ethically okay. But I don't want us to be too sensitive. Like it's people who are already married. But then the question will come: where does it stop? At what point do you stop interfering in other people's relationship? But also the other thing, on the other side, all I am saying is on the other side of this conversation of gate crashing or not gate crashing, it's important that the two of you have a particular understanding as it relates to where you are going with this kind of with this relationship, and where do you perceive it going.
Sure.
For me personally, if I know that I'm dating you and you are entertaining others, for me it's a red flag. I'm gonna stop it, and that's a personal thing. It's not a everybody's thing, and I would advise a person to do that kind of thing. But also on the other side of things, I don't want us to be too sensitive, like we're treating it like it's people who are married.
No, but the I think the principles of commitment still apply.
Yeah, sure.
That commit to the decision that you have made. even in a relationship.
Made to do what?
To journey along the dating space. If it does not work, then you stop it and say, don't stop it because now you are being taken out. Don't go out because of someone.
Yeah. Okay. Guys,
yes, you can see a potential somewhere.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it shouldn't be out of the craving for something new or something different.
Yeah, sure.
But if it's really not working, then have the decency to say, okay, our journey has come to an end, and then
give another person
a chance,
an
opportunity to
let's end things and not. I mean, I would advise people not to do that. I would advise people not to do that because you may potentially carry the same tendencies into marriage. But on the other side, I don't want us to treat dating as if it's something that is too big. We have sensitized it. It's the church, the pastors, and everything there, where it becomes even complicated that you don't know what you are doing. Are you dating or is it a mini marriage? What is this thing that is? So I'm off at the idea of desensitizing it of all the heaviness that is being placed there. Being taken or not taken, get crashing or not get crashing, it will be upon the two of you. If your relationship is not secured, they will get crashed. If it's secured and you have a very good understanding. I don't know.
That's it from me.
I think
let's leave it to the U-pluggers.
Let's leave it to the U-pluggers. I'm more open to having this conversation next time. I thought I have it figured out in my head, but I see how tricky it is. It's tricky, U-pluggers. It's tricky. But establish a good relationship between the person that you are dating, but also understand that dating is dating. It's not mini marriage. It's getting to know each other and see if this thing could potentially work for marriage. So that's it from Ops, guys. I don't know. I would love to hear from you guys. What are we doing? Are we gate crashing or are we not gate crashing? What is it? Meg had already said no gate crashing. It's my advice too that people should not gate crash, but it's also my advice that we should not put the heaviness of marriage onto to dating, that it becomes tricky to leave it or even explore other possible options.
Sure.
So guys, that's it from Ops and from Meg. Let us know what you think. Remain plugged, remain connected from the two of us. Ciao.
This production was brought to you by Imago Dei Media.